Hello everybody, this is the Nintendo Soldier marching right back into Pikmin on day 7. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the Forest of Navel. We're gonna get lots of ship parts. And actually, while we're reviewing this video, I am actually gonna show you some tips and tricks on how to get these ship parts, because there's actually clever ways to get these kind of ship parts. Alright, but without further ado, let's just fly right in. Welcome back to the Forest of Navel. Alright. This place hasn't changed much since we were here discovering blue Pikmin. Alright, so to start off, you're gonna get about 10 yellows. No, not 13, 10. Come on, my yellies. Yellers. Yeah, whatever. Alright, and we're gonna aim after the ship part that is over in that little crevice area. And to do that, we need also 10 blues. Well, we don't necessarily need 10 blues, but there are some bomb rocks over there that if we can gain access to if we do destroy that bridge. Or build, not destroy. And we're just gonna make the rest reds because we're gonna take down a boss with these guys. That is around some fire geysers, so that'll be helpful. And hooray! I still have all flower Pikmin except for that one bud right in the background, and it's a red Pikmin. Oh well. And walking onto this beach, I felt like it was weird not having any enemies here, but at the same time relieving. Okay, and over here, that little hole over there, that is where the bread bug will bring its materials that it steals, so just letting you know for that. And sure, you can pick the grass, why not? Alright, so we want to throw the yellow Pikmin up here, because one of their abilities is to fly high, and only those kind of Pikmin can reach that area. And then we're going to put blues on this bridge so that we can gain access to those bomb rocks. Although, to be honest, you can literally just throw and toss, but it's so much easier just to do that, I guess. Alright. Now, put you guys on this one, and it'll be a race to see who will finish first. But we won't see who the winner is because we won't be here. Alright. 80 Pikmin, 1 boss. Sounds easy enough, but first we have to take care of the enemies in this area, and not just the Wollywog. We have to take care of sheer grubs. Die! 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 And they're all dead. Good. Now we just have the sheer tier themselves. The Wollywog. Destroy! Kill! Main! Die! And we lost 6 Pikmin. Dang it. Alright. That up there is this is a puff stool. What it does is it will try to run away from you, but if you swarm it with the Pikmin, then it'll stumble, and then its butt will be exposed. So you get to toss stuff at its bum. And I didn't quite do it in one cycle, but I was so close. But see, what it just did there is it released spores, and any Pikmin caught in those spores will become mushroom Pikmin, which will attack you. So just be warned of that. It's really not that bad of a boss. And how did I just lose 14 Pikmin right there? It was one of the many mysteries that I want to know. Okay. Omega Stabilizer must have this piece if we are ever to fly straight again. That's how it gains its sleek shape, and it looks rather cool. Alright. Unfortunately, we can't carry the puff stool back because there's a glitch where the puff stool will get caught on the bridge, and we need to take more stuff on that bridge besides that. So it's just easier to just leave it here, unfortunately, as many Pikmin as it yields. Ugh. I don't know, it does go through the first bridge just fine, but once it gets into the second bridge, it causes problems. It's so stupid, and I hate how that happens, but unfortunately they didn't code it right, so it didn't work. Ugh. Anyway, let's just get on to the next ship part. Alright. I believe the next few ship parts, or the next ship part, and going into another ship part, I show some clever tricks, so I'll be sure to explain that when that happens. But right now we need about 34 Pikmin, because that's how many I want. Or 33, I don't know where that one came from. Oh well, I guess we'll figure out later. Okay, so what I do is I bring them all the way over here. And don't bang your heads against the rocks. We don't need any nectar from rocks. I don't know how that works. If someone can explain that to me, that'll be awesome, but I don't know. And here, instead of walking down, we can just toss freaking it. Oh crap. Oh, thank goodness. Ugh, they didn't fall down the hole. Yeah, that'll mean instant death for Pikmin. But anyways, throwing Pikmin down here from up there will save you walking time if you just are getting Pikmin just to get started. So it saves time. And then, using pretty much the same strategy... Well, first we gotta put these red Pikmin back. Or, no, oh yeah, that's right, I put more Pikmin on the bridge. This is taking up time, and I probably should not have done that in retrospect, but I just felt it was necessary, and I still got like 3 parts in this day, so I thought it was okay. Probably could have gone 4 more parts, because I wasted a lot of time, so... But whatever. The Omega Stabilizer is back. Omega Stabilizer. This is a dolphin spin. It's a little beaten up, but it should still function. I made great strides in repairing the dolphin. With this, I shouldn't be able to fly again, even if I don't get all 3 parts. So the Nova Blaster, the Space Float, and actually I believe that, yeah, that's it that we've encountered so far that are not required. There is 3 more parts, 2 in the next area, then 1 in the last area. Alright. So the guys are done building the bridges over here, so we're gonna go get that spring that was over there. And they came up with a weird name just for spring, and... Hey! Why didn't you guys come with me when I whistled to you? What? Am I just... You just don't respect me anymore? Found my gravity jumper. I manipulated the force of gravity. The key component gives me the final boost I need to make the jump to light speed. Alright. But unfortunately, I didn't have enough Pikmin, and that was one of the reasons why I couldn't get a 4th ship part, and... Oh well... The other 3 ship parts, I mean, take up a lot of time anyway, so in retrospect, I probably could have started but not gotten another ship part. But anyways, let's take 11 Pikmin, I guess, and put it on the spring because we didn't have enough Pikmin for it. Gosh, they can't just put their backs into it and just suck it up and just carry it to the ship. No, they can't even carry a spring to the ship. You know how heavy those things, heavy springs are? Not very heavy. But then again, this thing is like twice the size of Olimar, so maybe it does require some lifting, but still, come on! Alright, now that that's out of the way, we're gonna go after at least 1 more ship part. To do this, we need blues and reds. And yellows, they can go screw themselves like they always do. Alright, let's put you guys back because we don't need you, because there's lots of reds down where the bridge is and they're done with it. Go into your onion, you did well, I guess, even though we lost 20 Pikmin to that boss fight. Alright, blues, you're coming with me. There's a ship part down here that requires blues so that you can get out of the water, but there's also fire geysers, so we got to take reds down there so we can do that. And this is a little clever thing. If you go down here and rebuild a stick, you'll be able to get blues up here so you don't have to go through the maze and get them to possibly get burned on them. I don't know if it saves time or anything, but I personally like this strategy, so that's why I went for it. And then I try to take care of the geyser here so that I can get Olimar back here, but there's something that happens that causes me not to use it. and I'll explain that once I get to it. But for right now, let's go meet up with our Reds that are finished building that bridge to another ship part that we're gonna get tomorrow, actually. Alrighty then. Come on, Reds. Let's go. Fire geysers. Okay, our gravity jumper. This anti-gravity device allows the dolphin to swim gracefully through the stars, see the stars like a dolphin. Okay, so now we got 15. We still need a lot more parts to get to our final area, but that is the last area of the game, and it only contains one ship part, which is why we need so many to get over there. And ow, that kind of hurt actually. Alright, see, now we can't get Reds over to that ship part, but because I was being clever and brought blues over here, I can use them to get this ship part out of the water and get Reds onto it. Found my analog computer. This computer conveys kind of vague data that falls outside the range of 1 zeros. Actually, to be quite honest, it's a bit too vague, and so it isn't very helpful. So why do you need it to lift off? I mean, this is one of the required ship parts, so it must have some use for it, you just don't know. Alright, anyways, come back, blues, and let's get Reds on this. Alright, get up here so I can recover you guys later, so I don't have to possibly burn you in the fire. Alright, and you two blues can go up the stick. Don't know why, but please do. Alright, Reds, carry this. Now, this is what happened, and the reason why I couldn't go up the geyser is because that I had some Reds that for some reason didn't feel like carrying the computer back. So, and because there's water over there, I couldn't bring the Reds with me or else they would drown. So I had to tough through the flames and get back over to the ship. Now, unfortunately, this is the last part, and as you can see, there's still quite a ways to go before the day ends. By the time I get back over there, I have to save a few Pikmin before the sun goes down, and by that time there was still some time left, but it was at that like awkward point where you couldn't really get anything done, because it was at its sundown mark. Better gather up your Pikmin. So I couldn't really do anything. But, I still say we got quite a bit done. We got 3 ship parts, which is really good. And I believe I just rescued Pikmin, and then I just showed you around the areas that we have not been. Except for the part where that back down there where the analog computer basically was. I didn't show you that part where the bridge was going for. But I show you where the rest of the ship parts are. Alright, let's go save those blues first. Come on, my 22 blues that helped me get the analog computer out of the water. And, oh wait, they're over there. Oops. Come on. Come on. Maybe I could have raised a few more Pikmin, but I didn't really see a point to, because especially later in this game, I've recorded up to like day 13. I've acquired about 300 of one Pikmin, and then 200 of the other Pikmin. Red and blue in their respective, or in their respectful locations. Alright. I guess now would be a good time to explain that these things that are flying up here with that yellow ball, that is a honey wisp, and as the name suggests, it drops honey or nectar. So from hitting it from below, you'll be able to get some nectar from those guys. It's kind of weird how many ways you can get nectar, and I don't see why they couldn't do just one, but I guess they had to have a variety of options. Alright, so now we got 16. Yeah, 16 parts. Sweet 16. Alright, my red bud. My red buddy. Alright, so again I'm just showing that that's where the bread bug goes whenever it takes stuff back. Alright, come on, red. See, like, I got the red back to base, and there's really no there's no time to get that other ship part that I wanted to get today. But again, I was still content, so I didn't mind. It's almost sundown, hurry up! No, I'm just gonna take it easy. Alright, let's put you guys back. Put you guys back. And all of you guys back. I put my toys away, so can I go out and see all my friends now? Ugh, that was bad. I don't even know where I was going with that. Okay, so this is where one of the parts is, and I accidentally got too close and the message came up, but it's being guarded by 2 Wollywogs. Anti-dioxin filter. This fits into the rocket's exhaust ports and filters out the disease-causing agents from the ship's exhaust. That means I'll move around without polluting the planet's atmosphere. And I kind of find it funny how it's placed next to the 2 most deadliest non-boss enemies in the game. But whatever. Okay, and then the last part, other than the ship part that's over by the ledge, is over here. Basically right next to the Buffalo. So the bosses are actually right next together on like the Forest of Hope. It's in this little arena and it's being guarded by a boss that I will not spoil. But I'll get that ready tomorrow, I believe, actually. But for right now, we really have nothing to do but wait. On the ground. And lift off. And once again, the Wollywog will go hungry tonight. Sorry, dude, not sorry. 7 days since impact. There are now only 14 parts that I still need to retrieve. Will I be able to recover the remaining parts in 23 more days? Surely there are some parts that are not absolutely necessary. My ship is not complete by day 30. The only way to find out will be to try to lift off. I just recalled the day I took my son for a ride in his spaceship. He was so happy. I shall tell him of this journey when I return. And I shall return. I must! I can already see a look of wonder on his precious face when I describe my adventures with the Pikmin. Alright, so lost 8 and lost 20 somehow with that puff stool. But still, I only lost 57. I only left behind 2, and I grew 499 altogether. So it's still a pretty good run so far. So let's save, and that'll be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Nintendo Soldier, and I will see you guys in the next episode, where we will take on those 2 Wollywogs to get back the anti-dioxin filter, get that 1 ship part by the ledge, and to clear the way for the boss fight. See you then.